So the Ten Commandments in America starts out with, I am the Lord thy God. That's not the first commandment. The first commandment is, you shall have no other gods before me. A lot of the Jews say that. But he's just telling them who he is. Okay? I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. That's why it's called the perfect law of liberty. Because this law brings you out of the house of bondage. Remember, Israel had taskmasters. Remember what they were? They were a ruler who taxed you. So Israel had rulers who taxed them, and this law gave them liberty. That's where that whole statement comes from. The perfect law of liberty is the law. It starts in the very first commandment, the intro to it. I brought you out of the house of bondage. Here's the law of liberty. So here are the Ten Commandments. You shall have no other gods before me. Shall not make any graven images. You shall not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Honor thy father and thy mother. You shall not kill. Shall not commit adultery. Shall not steal. Shall not bear false witness. And shall not covet. Those are the Ten Commandments. Professor Donald S. Lutz and Charles S. Heinemann did a study on our founding fathers. I don't know if you've ever read it. It's pretty fascinating. They reviewed 15,000 items from our founding fathers. Here's what they concluded after looking at 15,000 items. 34% of all quotations are derived from the Bible. So the quotes, 34% are directly from the Scriptures. 8.3% are from Baron Charles Montesquieu. He's kind of like a Black's Law type of a person. 7.9% from Sir William Blackstone. And you know what Sir William Blackstone's all about. So that's like quoting the Bible. 2.9% from John Locke. 2.7% from David Hume. And the rest were less than 2%. If you take the non-Bible quotes, 60% are referencing the Bible. So if you put these together, it's almost 75% from our founding fathers of everything they wrote, at least these 15,000, are coming from the Scripture. Yes, Paul? Sir William Blackstone, he wrote a commentary on the laws of England and the common law, which comes from the Scripture.
Which is basically almost word for word from the Mosaic.
Yes, it's a modern composition of the Torah, basically. So America used to practice the Ten Commandments. We called it the common law. This is the first 10 dooms of the common law. Does that look familiar? Paul, you might have missed it when I brought this up.
10 dooms?
Dooms are dombox. It's a judgment. That's what it means. So these are the first 10 commandments of the common law. The first one's, do not love other strange gods before me. Do not call out my name in idleness, for you are not guiltless with me if you call out my name in idleness. Mind that you hallow the rest day. You can see they're the 10 commandments, almost word for word.
This is the law that we founded this country on.
The common law. And we've lost sight of that. So America started practicing the Ten Commandments. We just called it the common law. The problem now is we practice communism. And back at the first, we don't like to say that. That word's evil. We hate that word. The reality is that's exactly what we're doing. If you go through all 10 planks, I'm not going to go through them like I did in the first study, but we do every single one of them. We're sold to it. We just won't call it communism.
And these 10 are coming from what?
This is Karl Marx. He came up with the 10 planks to the Communist Manifesto. Okay. So he kind of defined communism for us, and this is what he defined it as, and we do every single one today. Okay, we just call it the Roman civil law or civil law today. So when people are talking about civil law, this is what they're talking about. It's the law that the people enact. We enacted it, we added to God's law, and this is where we're at.